Hi, I'm Jana Maloney. I'm stepping in for Tracy Wilson today for our podcast, From Waterloo to the Alamo. And I'm here at the Circuit of America's racetrack. So our sound is a little iffy today. We have cars going by at full speed at 200 miles an hour. There's so many people walking through the racetrack, and we're upstairs in the bridge doing our podcast. So today I am interviewing Sarah Stasney, and she is a female race car driver. And she's fascinating, and she's going to take me for a ride. So I'm here today to experience her McLaren race car, and we're going on the track. So I'm super excited. Thanks for joining us today. Today, we have a special guest. I mean, this has been a huge experience and we're going to dive into it, but Sarah is a McLaren race car driver. And then please introduce yourself and tell us about all of the things.
I love driving. I've been doing it for maybe 15 years now. Started in a Miata. I rented a spec Miata at Driveway Austin. I took an intro class after going to F1 here for the first time. I thought that racing was a world of ovals and Bud Light for like the NASA thing, and I was not interested. but after coming to F1 for the first time and just the sights, the smells, the sounds, the style, like I fell in love with it, and I went to go and try and find somewhere where I could take a formula class. Found it with Driveway Austin, but I had to take an intro class first. With that is where I rented a spec Miata, and 2 weeks later I bought one and started building that into a race car, and it was done tons of training, and then I've actually trained myself. I am an instructor. I don't do it as much anymore. But I certainly have trained for it. I've trained other people. There's just a lot. Really, it's about experience, though. I've learned more sitting right seat with good drivers than I do with instructors. I very much have to see it and experience it, and I will pick it up. And I pick up different things from different people, like, oh, this person is going faster in this corner because they're starting here and their apex is ending there, or whatever it is. But I watch and I learn.
So can you explain what is one of your favorite experiences?
I think it's something that I always remember is when I went into a number of, that weekend it was like $1 million car to the next $1 million car, whatever. But I got to go and kind of sample all of them, and I was sitting right seat. And one of my friends made the comment, like, the only reason why you can do that is because you're a woman. And I was like, that's not true at all. Did you ask? No. Well, you didn't ask. That's on you, bud.
Right.
I ask.
That's an interesting response. That it's because you're a woman when you did ask. And then I think in any industry,
no, I think
you will ask to get a result. I mean,
but I think that there's like there was a pride thing, like I don't know. I think it might be more difficult for males to go and ask to sit right seat than it is for me. I just don't care. I'll ask anybody.
Right. You just want to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
In your career and everything.
Or experience like some of these really cool cars. I'm not going to go and test drive one. Like, you don't test drive race cars.
You don't make an online appointment?
No. It doesn't work like that.
Can you describe a role model that you've had in your career? Someone you look up to?
Not necessarily. I think I did have a lot of respect for Mia Fluid, just because she was in the McLaren series and she always did really well, and just respected her.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
For how she drives. Yeah.
So tell me about COTA, where we're at, how long you've been with COTA.
I've had well over 100 track days on COTA. I know this one the best. I used to go to a number of different tracks. I have been to Laguna Seca in California. The corkscrew is super fun. But there are other fun tracks that are in Austin too, but unfortunately I don't really go anymore. And a lot of that is just because the GT4 is really built for like being able to take the long straights, and the consumables are a lot, and it's not really worth it to take it to a track that you can't just really let it go. And this track is built for letting you go.
So for example, when we were doing those straightaways by the garages, is that what you mean? So that's when we were going so fast.
Yeah.
That straightaway is
right.
The car's
because
built
like
for those.
A lot of the other tracks that are in Austin are more momentum tracks, which is great if you have Miata, but I don't know, go rent a Miata that don't. There's no place for a McLaren and slicks that only last a couple of days.
Hello, my name is Matthias Braganza, General Sales Manager at Mack Hike Ford Lincoln, your #1 Ford dealer in Central Texas. We are here for all your automotive needs: Ford, Lincoln, pre-owns, all year makes and model. If we don't have it, we'll find it. You won't find anybody that will work as hard as I will to earn your business. Thank you for making us #1 in Austin, Texas.
Are you out here like every week? What's your
No,
racing
not at all.
schedule? How do you manage this?
No, I have two girls.
Your mom.
We have orchestra, we have tennis, we have gymnastics, we have all kinds of stuff. Like, it doesn't.
And I want to
like
know how you drive on the road when you're running all those errands and you're being a mom.
I just hate it. Not to say that my street car isn't fun. I do have a bit of a ridiculous mommy mobile. It's an M3 and it's stick shift. You don't realize like how much people don't know how to drive until you actually start taking lessons yourself, and then you get back on the street. You don't trust a single person out there. You have no idea like what's going on in their head, or if they're texting on their phone or whatever. So I don't trust anyone out there. I trust all of those people. Like you saw like how fast some of those Formula cars were passing me. I completely trust them, but I also have my head up. Like I know how quickly they're going to come up on me. And like when I'm going around turn 1 or wherever it is, I'm like looking in my mirrors and I'm looking back to say like, oh, so-and-so is right there. So they're probably going to be catching me here. And I'm planning for it. I'm like,
I could see some of it. I mean, I definitely saw,
and yeah,
you were very mindful. You have to be, but you were very, I saw that.
And like, it doesn't, I don't stress out about it. I just want to, I'm, again, just mindful. And if they're like whizzing by or whatever it is, I expect it and I know it and I know that they're very alert and I trust them.
You can't trust
I
the
don't
average
trust
person.
anyone going
Right.
on the street.
On 183, we can't trust
No.
anybody.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I feel safer out there than I do on the highway.
I can see that.
Yeah. Especially I-35.
Because you're all trained.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And you know that everyone's super alert. And everyone wants to go home with their car intact. Like no one's looking to get into an accident.
Okay, so having had this experience with you, I just want to ask more specific questions because now my mind is going about how amazing this day was. And I really appreciate you taking the time with me. I respect you so much. I've learned so much today. And having taken a racing course in California myself many, many years ago, I truly respect what you do. You are an incredible driver, and this was a dream of mine. So I absolutely appreciate you.
I love taking people. It's fun. Like, yes, it adds more weight to the car, and you do have different braking points, like I was telling you. And I do tone it down a bit if I'm responsible for somebody else in the car too.
Okay,
but
this did not seem toned down. So let's just dive into that right now, since you mentioned that. How fast were we going? Top speed and all the laps? I
have no idea. I never look.
Okay, so I was trying to look.
Okay.
But then I got a little distracted.
I'm always looking up. Like I'm not looking down.
So do they track it here?
Huh?
Do they track?
They track my times. They don't. So technically, I could look at my data, and my support group asked me if I wanted to review it, and I said no. I do this for fun. Like I don't want this to turn into work.
So how do you physically and mentally prepare for what you do? Because that takes skill and mental clarity. I mean, even down to your diet. Is there certain things that you do?
Well, I just did a terrible job with my lunch.
I know. And I went to sushi right before this and did not even think about it. So
no,
we're
that
both
would have
in
been
the
better.
same boat.
Sushi would have been better.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like it tasted good, but no.
Well, on any other day, what do you
yeah.
do? I mean, how do you keep yourself physically in check as well?
I'm so out of shape right now. When I'm in better physical shape, I do a lot better because it's really draining. You have all kinds of muscles that you don't realize that you have that are going to hurt because I am so tense. I mean, just turning the steering wheel, having the weight, while you're tracking out and holding it, it actually takes a lot. And so my neck is completely sore. My back is completely sore. I'm constantly stomping on my pedals. Like I'm on the gas or I'm on the brake, and whichever one it is, I'm doing it hard. And so and then my left foot, I have that braced up against the dead pedal. So
for your weight distribution
my
too.
Poor
foot. You're a little crooked. Well, I mean, just holding that helmet up, I am a little sore. So sitting in there like that, I can't even imagine. Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. And but at least you have the full, straps. That helps a lot. If you're in a 3-point regular seatbelt, then you're just thrown all over the place.
It's a lot of this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So how do you see yourself in 10 to 15 years? Do you think you'll still be in this, or?
No, I will. But it also depends on my kids. I don't get to do it as much as I would. And it's not that I'm bummed out about that at all, because I very much enjoy doing their activities with them. But once they're in college, things may look different. Yeah. I would like to do a formal series, and right now that's just not a possibility whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. So what is your favorite car? Street car and race car?
I just actually had this conversation with Alexis. Uh, I, I I feel pretty fortunate that I have what I want. Like a race car, like what I would want to race is the McLaren GT4. But as far as the street car is concerned, my street car is angry and it growls at me when I turn it on, and I love that.
I want a growling car. So your M3 growls.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It does.
I love it. I know. Do you get any special deals on cars because you're in the industry? I mean, that's interesting.
No.
No.
My last one, I was like the salesperson's dream, because I was just there because I had a run flat that wasn't working. My last car, it was just a regular 3 Series, and it was, although it was stick shift and I got the track package on it, so like it was a little bit special, but it was underpowered, and I took it in because I had a run flat issue and I got bored. And so it's like, well, I'll go see what kind of M3s they have. And so I drove it, and I didn't want to give it back. I did sort of hold myself back because I was like, okay, I'm going to go home and I'm not going to make a decision right now. And then, of course, I only called my friends that are car geeks, and they were all very validating for me because that's what I was looking for. I needed validation. And so then at 9 o'clock the next morning, I was like, I don't want this one. I want this one. Like,
That's amazing.
Let's make this happen.
I love that.
Hey, I'm Brandon Sparks with Nautilus Lending, based right here in Central Texas. We're a full-service mortgage operation and brokerage, serving Greater Texas as well as Florida and Tennessee. One of the greatest things about our shop is our ability to facilitate creative financing. What that means is that anything legally possible, we can get it funded. You want to find out more? Reach out to us, www.nautiluslending.com. That's www.nautiluslending.com.
So tell me about your girls. If they're into racing, if one's more than the other, how having 2 girls and a mom being a race car driver, I mean, I think that is so awesome.
It is fun. They think that coming out to COTA is like it's like, oh, this is another Tuesday, or like whatever it is. So they don't realize like how unique this is. And whenever you see someone that comes out for the first time and their jaw is on the floor, it's like, no, this is how you should be reacting.
Like me today. Like I just want to be your friend.
No, but they're gonna learn. I'll let them take some intro classes, and I'm not gonna teach them. I think that would throw an element into it that's not needed at all. You don't want your mom teaching you how to drive on a racetrack, and that would it's stressful.
I just
it's
can't
stressful
even imagine.
enough. Like when you're out there for the first time, like you don't want your mom to be doing it. So.
Well, I really enjoyed today. Everyone who's here are great people. The people that get you in the car, because God knows I had a little challenge here and there, but all the people on the track that are guiding you through, bringing you in, it's just a really great energy out here.
It really is. And you see some of the people in business, and it's like a completely different personality than you see it when it's out here. Everyone's always happy.
Yeah, because they're doing what they love.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not be happy going 200 miles an hour in all these fancy cars?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just really an experience.
Yeah.
So
it's fun, and it's quite a bonding kind of situation. Like you get to know these guys really well.
I really am interested in this track because of my personal experience in the car with you and seeing all those turns. Can you give me a little bit more detail on why this track is so special to you?
Yeah, so I live in Austin, so it's nice that it's in my backyard, of course. But even if I were to move, like I talked about, if once my kids go off to college or whatever it is, am I going to stay in Austin? I don't know necessarily, but even if I were to move to New York, I would still fly in and just keep my car with my current support staff. It's not even in Austin anyway; it's in Houston. But I can't drive it on the street anyway. So, and I have, not only that, I have no interest in driving it on the street. My splitter is like this far from the ground. I was taking my daughter to the bridge because she wanted to watch over there, and I bottomed out on the way. There's nothing about it that's a street car.
No, you're not parking at HEB in that. So tell me about this track being one of the only tracks in North America for Formula.
Yes, it is the only Formula One purpose-driven track.
Wow.
So, and I love it. There is a lot of room for runoff. So it is pretty safe with regards to that. Do I miss other tracks? Sure, but nothing's really quite like this. And then after you experience it, then other ones just kind of fall short. So
if there's any track in the world, anywhere in the world, which is one track that you would like to do?
I would like to do the Nürburgring, but I don't even know that I would want to drive it per se. It is very famous, and it's 7 miles, and I know that I wouldn't be able to learn how to do that. It takes a long time to learn where those racing lines are and where your braking lines are, and just how to take them and how to mentally prepare for each of the turns that you're coming up against. Like, you know how the S's are. If you mess up going into them, like, the entire thing is going to be messed up. And so if I can't mentally prepare for it, I think I would rather just sit passenger with somebody that does, because I want to experience it. But I know I'm not going to be able to learn how to drive 7 miles and know all the
7 miles.
terms.
So how many miles is this track?
I think it's
COTA?
3.14.
And we went around how many times?
I have no idea.
Oh. A lot. Quite a few. I don't know. It's kind of a blur to me as well.
There's data on it somewhere. I don't know. There is like a little computer chip, but I don't. Again, I want to have fun.
Yeah, thank you. No, it was a lot of fun. As we wrap up, is there anything you want our audience to know about you, racing?
Not necessarily. But something that I was going to bring up earlier is the only challenge that I've ever had, like as a female driver, was my initial training, because it was kind of annoying. Some of the instructors that I had, they would ask me, "Oh, who are you here with? Like, who's your boy out here? Or where's your husband or whatever?" Like, I'm here by myself, bud.
And I'm going to pass you on the track.
But there were a couple in particular that I learned that I needed to keep on asking for, because I would get assigned someone new and they would come and sit with me, and they were thinking that I needed a golf clap. And, and I wasn't looking for a golf clap. Like, I wanted to get better. And I would see, and they would tell me how well I was doing. And it's like, well, I just saw that car and it's way underpowered from what I'm in currently. And so I know I'm not doing well. But these two in particular that I kept on asking for, I mean, they would straight up say, like, you're driving like crap. and I was good with that. Like, okay, tell me more.
Well,
they're friends of mine now. But that was needed.
Well, I think you're amazing. And that ride was so fun. And what an experience. I mean, we were going really fast. And I'm still a little nauseous, but it's okay. We're going to get past it. I really enjoyed meeting you.
I I enjoyed
and your
meeting you.
daughter. And it was so nice to have you here. And this is great.
Yeah.
Really, really great. Thanks, everybody. I'm Jana Maloney with Engel and Volkers. See ya.